Hey everyone, welcome to Pass or Play. So today I'll be reviewing Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities series, episode 1, titled Lot 36, directed by Guillermo Navarro, streaming on Netflix. And they're doing 1 to 2 episodes every day up until the end of the month, for Halloween. So this first episode, we open up with this old man who dies of a heart attack, and his storage unit it gets sold to the highest bidder for its contents for $400. The guy who buys it is Nick Appleton. He's a veteran, an army vet who feels like life has screwed him over, and he's only looking out for himself. He buys these units that are either sold because the owners die or they fall behind on their bills, and then the storage unit the storage company, they sell the units to basically make a profit. And so Nick, he once he buys the units, he goes through it and looks for any valuable items that can give him a quick buck. He does owe some money to some sharky or some gang or whatever type scrupulous person for $12,000. He owes them money. They end up breaking his car to basically threaten them. We want this $12,000 by tomorrow or else. And when he gets into this unit, he ends up finding this seance table, a pair of chairs, a candelabra, which is basically just a gold-plated candle holder with three different kind of handles for candles. And he ends up taking it to this lady to get it appraised, and she ends up finding these three rare books on the inside of the seance table. And then she calls this book collector who basically lets Nick know there's a fourth book that goes along with these three. If you can find that fourth book, I'll give you $300,000. And Nick is like, I need it tonight. So then him and the collector, they go back to the unit, and they end up finding in the back of the unit that there's like a hollow wall that leads further deep into the unit, where there's this secret hidden room. And it turns out that this old man who died was some kind of occultist, and he trapped a demon inside of his sister. So when they go back in the depths of this kind of hollow room that's hidden, it's the old man's sisters, but like her like decomposed, like dead body is pinned to the floor, and it's kind of like kind of circle bound, kind of circle prison, where the demon is kind of like slushing around on the inside of the husk. And Nick, who's so desperate to get this $300, is not listening to the collector who's holding the candlesticks in his hand, that's saying that will protect them. And Nick just kind of just walks into the protection, the circle that's keeping the demon kind of bound down. And he breaks the circle to get the book. And once that happens, the demon gets released and it ends up killing the collector. Then Nick, now scared, drops the book and then runs out of the unit. And now this, possessed demon husk is chasing after Nick. Now the possessed demon husk basically is a giant octopus tentacles that are just kind of like, moving around on top of like a really dark grayish looking, pair of human legs. So a giant octopus tentacles on top of human legs. That's literally what it looks like. Special effects wise, it looks decent. When you pull away past the tentacles, there's like these teeth that are on the inside that you don't necessarily see. And as Nick is trying to get away, earlier he he doesn't help this woman whose other unit that he bought previously, that they didn't show us, but he bought her unit and he kind of went through it, sold all the stuff, that he thought was valuable, and she just basically asked, can I get my family albums, whatever's left in there, can I go in there to get what's ever left? And he's like, no, I bought it, it's mine now, it's not yours. And when he's trying to escape this demon, he ends up finding a door that's locked, apparently from the outside. And lo and behold, she's on the outside of that door. And, he's pleading with her to open the door and let him out. And she doesn't, because, karma's a bitch. And basically, he ends up getting eaten by this possessed demon. And that's really it. But it's just like a giant octopus tentacles that's on top of like a pair of human legs. It's not really scary, at least not to me. Maybe like a little kid or something, they may find it scary. I don't really think that many, unless you're just like one of those people who are easily like jump scared and things like that. This wasn't really scary to me. I think the story was good. I mean, the special effects on what it looked like was pretty cool, but I mean, it literally just looked like an octopus on top of legs. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. But other than that, this is like a really short review. The episode is like under 50 minutes, or a little bit over like 45 minutes. But either way, if you like this review, hit the like button. If you have any comments, what did you think about the episode? Did you like it, or did you just feel like me? Like this is okay. Um, and if you are I mean, yeah, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Trying to get 1,000 by the end of the year. And I'll see you next.